Aging is natural, but aging healthily requires awareness. I'm Dr. Jack Stone. On this channel, we discuss in simple scientific terms what changes in your body after age 60, which habits really work, and which seemingly innocent choices can silently take a toll on you. If you're ready, let's begin. Part 1. Can vegetables be harmful? Vegetables are healthy. We all know that, of course. But after age 60, the real question should be, which vegetables, under what circumstances, could pose a risk for whom? How should they be consumed to fall into the healthy category? Because as we age, medication use increases, thyroid and metabolic balance changes, kidney function slows down, the digestive system becomes more sensitive, and some vegetables, when consumed incorrectly, can upset these delicate balances. They can cause more harm than good. For example, eating a large bowl of raw spinach every day, or constantly eating broccoli raw, or consuming unlimited amounts of boiled potatoes because they are considered healthy. The problem is not the vegetable itself. The problem is the amount, frequency, and individual circumstances. When and how it is consumed is always the most important factor. Particular caution is needed after the age of 60 if the following conditions exist: blood pressure medications, thyroid sensitivity, use of blood thinners, borderline kidney values, diabetes or insulin resistance. Vegetables are very powerful. They are rich in vitamins and minerals, but being rich doesn't always mean harmless. Now we'll examine this one by one, because the first vegetable will be an option that most people consider the healthiest, and I think it will surprise you the most. Part 2. Spinach and the blood thinner truth. Our first vegetable, spinach. Spinach is powerful. Iron, magnesium, folate, it has it all. But after age 60, it's not just about nutritional value. It's about how they interact when consumed together. For example, their interaction with medications, especially for those using blood thinners. Medications like warfarin are directly related to vitamin K, and spinach is very rich in vitamin K. The problem isn't eating spinach. The problem is irregular and fluctuating consumption. Not eating any one day, then eating a large bowl the next. This can affect the blood's clotting balance, and this fluctuation can manifest as unexpected bruising, nosebleeds, or conversely, an increased risk of clotting may occur. The second issue is its oxalate content. Spinach is high in oxalates. In people with borderline kidney function, excess oxalates can increase the risk of stones, and that's a scenario we definitely want to avoid. Here the solution is simple: not completely giving up spinach. Those taking medication should eat it regularly and in consistent amounts. Not overdoing it. Consuming it lightly steamed instead of raw. Remember that, after 60, balance is everything. The next vegetable is an option that most people think is healthier raw, and we'll discuss an important detail related to the thyroid. Part 3. Broccoli, cabbage, and thyroid sensitivity. Next vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. These are known as superfoods. They are high in antioxidants and support immunity. If you think, I'll eat them raw or steamed, but I won't miss out on the meal, you need to be very careful. This is especially important for one group after the age of 60, those with thyroid sensitivity. These vegetables contain natural compounds called goitrogens. Goitrogens can affect the thyroid gland's use of iodine. This is generally not a problem for young and healthy individuals. The body can tolerate it. But after age 60, mild thyroid sluggishness, subclinical hypothyroidism, thyroid medication use. If present, constant and heavy raw consumption can strain metabolic balance, especially large portions of raw broccoli smoothies every day, or constant raw cabbage salad. This situation can significantly increase symptoms such as slowing pulse, fatigue, feeling cold, constipation. The critical point here is this: the problem is not the vegetable itself, it is raw and excessive consumption. Light steaming significantly reduces the goitrogenic effect. It also aids digestion. After the age of 60, stomach acid production may decrease. Raw and fibrous vegetables can cause gas, bloating, and nighttime discomfort. So the generalization that raw is healthier is not true for all ages. Now we come to a vegetable that most people consider harmless, but is closely linked to blood sugar and blood pressure. And that vegetable is found on almost every table. Part 4. Potatoes, beets, and hidden fluctuations. The next vegetable is one that most people consider harmless and perhaps consume most often: potatoes. Potatoes are vegetables, but their metabolic effect is not much different from bread. especially boiled or mashed potatoes, are digested quickly and can raise blood sugar faster than you might think. After age 60, blood sugar may remain high for longer after meals. Muscle mass decreases. Insulin sensitivity decreases. This can lead to nighttime blood sugar fluctuations, sudden sleepiness after meals, afternoon fatigue. Even if you don't have diabetes, if you have borderline insulin resistance, you should be mindful of your potato portions. Now we move on to the second vegetable, beets. Beets contain nitrates that are beneficial for blood pressure. However, excessive consumption can sometimes cause blood pressure to drop too low in people taking blood pressure medication. This can lead to dizziness, feeling lightheaded when standing up suddenly, increased risk of falling. Additionally, beets contain oxalates. Excessive consumption is not recommended for those with a history of kidney stones. So the issue is this: vegetables are powerful, but being powerful doesn't mean they're healthy. Dosage is very important. Now, in the final section, we'll tie everything together. We'll clearly discuss who should be more careful, how to consume them safely, and what the vegetable strategy should be after age 60. Part 5. Vegetable strategy after age 60, a smart and balanced approach. Now let's put everything we've discussed into a clear framework. Simply put, vegetables are not our enemy. But after age 60, the metabolism works differently than before. Thyroid and insulin balance can become more sensitive. Kidney filtration capacity may slow down. Muscle mass may decrease. Medication use may increase. And that is precisely why the more the better approach is not correct for this age group. Caution is absolutely necessary. Be especially careful if you are taking blood thinners. Vitamin K balance is important. If you are taking blood pressure medication, nitrate and potassium load is important. If your kidney function is limited, oxalate and potassium load is important. If you are taking thyroid medication, raw goitrogenic effect is important. If you have insulin resistance or diabetes, starchy vegetables are important. The basic strategy here can be summarized in 3 words: variety, moderation, balance. Instead of loading up on the same vegetable every day, diversify your plate. Don't completely eliminate raw vegetables, but question the habit of consuming everything raw. Opt for moderate portions instead of large ones. Be balanced. Remember, vegetables are healthy, but your body's tolerance capacity changes with age. But this is not a message of fear. It is a message of adaptation. It is a process of adjustment. The secret to staying healthy after 60 is not about imposing restrictions, but about respecting your body's changing needs. And small adjustments make a big difference. How you cook a vegetable, when you eat it, and how much you consume, all of these matters. Aging is not a loss of control. It is a process of empowerment through conscious choices. Remember, after 60, it's not just about living, it's about staying strong and independent while maintaining balance. I'm Dr. Jack Stone. Empower yourself with knowledge, listen to your body, and always make conscious choices. See you in the next video.